These first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback. So no harm, no foul. First and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has the connection to Odunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Giants will have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Gets everything he has under this throw. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. Pressure coming, it's Murray. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That throw finds Okonkwo. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Short pass brought in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has his man, it's a Odunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He puts everything. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Saints get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing here, Murray. Hauled in by Waddle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Saints looking for a bigger lead before the break. Kyler looking to throw. Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's McCarthy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. McCarthy throwing here. Chased out to his right. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Down the run. This is caught inside the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, New York. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but They're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. On target to Waddle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action now, Murray. Hauled in left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back, gets the handoff. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Kyler throwing here. Okonkwo brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now Murray on the play fake. Completed to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's on the move. He takes it himself. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Tight end gets it running forward. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Murray. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to throw it. He connects downfield on 4. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants grab the lead on their first series of the half. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Finds his man, Waddle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive. Extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They snap it to Murray. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Back to the air, McCarthy. Taylor makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Looking to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants score up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Spins out of 1 stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Saints losing by 14. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Murray sent him to throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Murray here on 1st down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now motion him out of the backfield. Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. On target to Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Murray. Quick slant complete. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. With 1 minute to go, this game hinging on the outcome of this onside kick. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
First and 10 from the 41. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now they face second down. From the gun, ETN gets it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So the Giants come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through